Now, there are many weapons in Hypixel Skyblock. Now, many weapons are great, some of them are bad, but this weapon that I'm going to talk about in this video is insane. For a cheap price of about 30 million coins, compared to a weapon which costs 700 million coins, it is kind of OP. So, let's get right into it. Now, real quick, I'll do a damage test with my Estrella here. Now, I know many people won't be able to afford an E-Drag, so instead I'm going to use a level 100 Griffin. So as you can see, it's 282k damage. We'll say 300k just to round it up a bit. And now, the weapon that I was talking about is the One For All Reaper Scythe. Now, this weapon is cracked. So if we check the price of it real quick, yeah. It is 30 million coins for one like mine, which mine's pretty maxed out, missing fumings and Art of War, etc. But this is a 30 million coin weapon compared to a 700 million coin weapon. So, my damage here is 518,000 compared to the 700 million coin weapon doing 283k, while I would expect it to kind of deal way more. But, not saying the Estrella is bad or anything, just saying that if you can't afford something like this works just fine. Now, the damage by the Reaper Scythe was significantly better than the Estrella, coming out at 518,462, while the Estrella dealt 283,000 damage, which is pretty big difference. Of course, the Estrella or any Necron's blade isn't really for damage, but for healing and right-click damage, so it's still worth to have it, but it's up to you. Now, that was going to be the end of the video, but many people use a Shadow Fury or Giant Sword as a left-click mage weapon, but I want to actually try this out in dungeons. Now, of course, the Shadow Fury or this weapon is not that great in dungeons. Now, I'm not saying it's that bad, but the Giant Sword is kind of cracked for dungeons, but this is not that bad for outside of dungeons. But anyways, I'll test it out in dungeons. Now, my setup is going to be 3-4. Oh, here's my Storm Boots. So my setup is going to be 3/4 Ancient Storm and Wither Goggles. I'm going to be joining a floor 3 run just because the damage test doesn't really matter. I might use a Professor Head because I have one, but yeah, let's get right into it. Okay, now I was kind of pained to join from an entrance, but so Mage class, and we're going to be testing out the Reaper Scythe. Now, I'm going to be using a Griffin pen on E-Drag. E-Drag's kind of cracked for damage. And now we need to get a mob here. That's 45 million damage right there. 45 million damage, and this deals half of that. Literally deals like half of that. Okay, now I'll try with an E-Drag. I'm kind of just curious, but yeah. It is 50 million damage. This is cracked. Now, 33 mil, 32 mil. Now, one thing actually really crazy about this weapon is that sometimes you can get really good souls. So, if I could get a soul real quick, I don't think I'm gonna get a soul. Nope, no soul. I'll go check in next room. Okay, I really don't see myself getting any souls. But basically, you can get some really good souls, and then, they're kind of cracked. So then, you can have up to 3 souls in this weapon, and you can use them in E-Manslayer, or whatever you like to use them in. But, yeah, so I actually want to test something. So how many times could I click my, Estrella in 3 seconds? Because I want to see if this is better in floor 7 boss fight, so 3 times. So with this I deal 8 million, so it's about the same damage. The Reaper Scythe is slightly better, and, after blessings, it's going to be kind of cracked, so, Reaper Scythe might be better in floor 7 boss fight, not going to lie. I want to actually test it, but oh, here's the soul, by the way. I just one-tapped that Shadow Assassin. But anyways, I got the soul. As you can see, I can now summon it whenever I want. Oh my god, I'm stupid. Okay, here it is. So yeah, this soul is gonna fight for me. Come on. It's gonna die, I think. Now, that's the end of the video. I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you on the next one.